Hello everybody, welcome to Assistus, my Magnus, and today I'm going to be taking a look at every single LEGO Tram. Now before I get into this, I just want to say that we are only looking at the trams that fit on the modern style LEGO train tracks. Because even though there are trams, there are some trams that can fit on regular train track. And I'll only be looking at those in this video. Alright? So let's just get straight into this. So the first tram that LEGO made was actually a part of a set, and that's at number 8404, the Public Transport Station. This set came out back in 2010, and it included a bunch of stuff. It included a sports car, a street sweeper, a bus, a little shop, a bus stop, a tram stop, and a tram. And the tram itself is probably the highlight of the set. Like, that thing basically just steals the show completely. It's a very cool looking tram. I really love the blue on it, and the overall design is actually pretty cool. And heck, I even think this holds up today, which is actually pretty cool that this tram actually holds up. So basically the premise of this set is it basically shows you all sorts of transportation. That's all it does. And now the tram itself cannot be motorized with power functions. And while many of these trams aren't even compatible with like power functions or even powered up, which is kind of unfortunate. But the thing is, there is one tram that is compatible, and I will get to that a little later. But the next tram was released in 2015, and this was a part of set number 6097, the C Square set. Now I actually have this tram, and it's the only tram I have. I really do love the orange on it. I think it looks cool. And by the way, the middle carriage is actually used for bicycles, so it can transport bicycles, which is cool. But there is one flaw with this tram, and that is if you want to put minifigures in it, you basically open up the side panels. Now, why is that a problem? Well, if you have it near a station, well then, you can't really open up the doors. Basically, the tram stop has to be about 5 steps away from the tram, that is if it's on train tracks. So that is a little bit of a bummer. And well, I think of all of these, this is probably the weakest of all of them, just because of how the doors open up. But overall design isn't too bad at all. I really do like it. But I do hope I'll get another tram, that would be cool. And now the next tram was released in 2020 as part of set number 60271, the Main Square. Now this tram is kind of interesting, it's basically in keyed orange, which is kind of interesting. And well, the front part's actually just reused from the Train 18 passenger train. That's actually kind of an interesting usage. But the tram itself does look pretty cool. And you do also get a tram stop, which is very cool. But overall, I do actually think this is a little better than the one from 2015, not gonna lie. Now the next tram was also a part of a set. And this is at number 1308, the Holiday Main Street. Now this right here is the only tram that is able to be motorized, which is kind of interesting. Like, it is compatible with powered up, which is actually pretty cool. Now the thing is, this tram is basically just one car, but it is totally okay because it does look pretty cool. And while I really love the compactness of this thing, it's pretty cool. But yeah, in my opinion, this tram is actually very cool. Even though it is Christmas themed, it is still very cool. Now the next tram was released in 2024, and this is at number 60423, the Downtown Streetcar and Station, which is also known as the Downtown Tram. And now this is the only tram set that has been released as a individual set, which is interesting. Now this tram is actually pretty cool. I think this actually might be my favorite tram, if I'm being honest. And well, I really do love the wet color scheme, it looks cool. And the platforms are actually substantial enough. You can actually put them together, which is actually pretty cool. But now in 2025, we have actually received 2 trams, believe it or not. So the first one was a part of set number 42601, the Plant Cafe and Flower Shop. Now this tram is basically kind of similar to the one from the Holiday Main Street, but it is a little bit smaller. But the overall design is still pretty cool. Like, I do love how this one looks. I know it's compact, but it still does look very good. But the other tram was released in set number 60473, the Sea Tower. So basically, this is a set that combines a bunch of different sea sub-themes, and one of them is trains. So this one really just includes a tram. And well, it basically looks like a subway train, honestly. But I think it kind of deserves to be considered a tram because, well, it really is only one card. And well, it is basically like the same size as the one from the Holiday Main Street. But overall, I think this tram is actually very cool looking. But anyways, that was basically it for this video. This was just a video where I talked about every single LEGO tram from all sorts of different themes. And at least the ones that can run on regular LEGO train track. And by the way, let me know down in the comments below if you have any of these trams, because I only have one. But I'm hoping to get 3 that are currently available. And well, also tell me which tram is your favorite and which one is your least favorite. I would also love to know that. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, and make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, and hit that bell notification button so that I get notified whenever I upload a new video. So that's it for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.